You know the purse story? I can tell it to you because it's been a few years since I said it and I need to relate it again. So they say there was someone who was violent against a certain woman, and that's unacceptable. Remember this. So when they brought him to the courts and they asked him, why were you violent? He said, you know what? This lady here, she had a big purse and she was looking at me, smiling. She opened the purse. She took out a little purse from the first purse. And then she put the other one down. And then she looked at me and smiled. And then she opened the second purse and took out a third purse from inside the second purse and smiled at me and put it down. And then she opened the third purse and took out a fourth purse from the third purse. And she looked at me and smiled and put the third purse down. And then she opened the fourth purse and took out a fifth purse and looked at me and smiled and put the fourth purse down. And then she opened the fifth purse and she looked at me and smiled and she took out the sixth purse from inside the fifth purse and put the fifth purse down. And then she smiled at me. Then she opened the sixth purse and what did she do? She took out the seventh purse and she took that purse and she put the purse down. That was the sixth one. Then she opened the seventh one and she took out an eighth purse. So the judge says, hey, get to the point. So he says, Judge, I'm only telling you the story and look how angry you're getting. I was right there. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us. Anyway, that was interesting. The point being raised is, when you want to do something, get straight to the point. Get to the point. You want to say something, to the point. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu anhu got to the point, and wallahi, it helped these people. He was not embarrassed. What's my friend going to say? I'm a Muslim, etc. No, you're wearing a scarf. You must explain to your friends, this is why I do it. But for that, you will have to learn why you're doing it. Many people are prepared to give up Islam. I promise you, the number is growing because of ignorance. That's why. When you don't know your deen, when you haven't studied, when you haven't made the effort, for example, to go through proper answers for questions that people will legitimately ask you, you won't be able to answer them. And then you'll feel embarrassed. You feel like, yeah, there are some people out there who are just there to get you, just to get at you. Wallahi, we have belief, we have iman. But I promise you, it's a beautiful religion filled with love, respect of others, etc., etc. Don't let people make you think otherwise.